We cannot catch a break with today's stock market. Every day we jump on here. We're like, the market's going to be good. But we got some new news. We got some new catalysts. Today's February 11th, and we're going to talk about what happened today in the market and what you should be expecting for tomorrow. So let's go ahead and share our screen and talk about the craziness that unfolded today. If you haven't done so already, guys, subscribe to Team Basani because I'm giving you the juice that nobody else is talking about. Every other person that talks about trading and stuff like that, they don't even trade. They ain't even doing it, bro. I'm doing it every day. I'm here. I show up 9:30 in my group. If you want to trade with me down below, the link is there. But I really do this stuff. So let's jump in it. Let's share the screen and let's get to it. Alrighty, so we got the day pulled up here on the 15-minute candlestick, and we're going to talk about what happened today in the market. The market was all over the place, okay? Market was going nuts. Today we had January non-farm payrolls come out, and they came out at 130,000, crushing the 55,000 consensus estimate. So this is good, right? Good news is good news. No, good news is bad news for the market, and this is how the stock market works because most people just don't understand this stuff, and to be honest, we didn't anticipate this much of a pullback. So December was revised down to a loss of 48,000, making January, the balance itself, very, very impressive. Unemployment ticked down to 4.3 instead of 4.4 as expected. Everything looks good. There's a unanimously good thing here. But the market is going to tell you a different story. The market is going to do a different thing. And that's the big thing that we're all confused about today. People are asking me all day, like, what's going on? The market is crashing. It's because, look, when you have a stronger than expected jobs data report, this triggers a treasury sell-off with 2-year yields spiking at like 3.5%. Money markets pushed the Fed rate cut from June to July. So now what's happening is the good news is we are doing good, but the bad news is it's bad for rate cuts. So the result is SPY gapped down to 691, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But we were looking really good. So let's talk about SPY. Let's look at the chart here, okay? In the morning, SPY was doing good. SPY actually was up to 697 in the morning. So here's the morning, right? Here's the 5-minute chart. And right away, we were at, dude, like there's a massive bull candle here in the pre-market session, this huge bull candle. So we had a kind of sentiment like, yo, things are going to be good. Things are going to be great. And this is before the whole day started, right? So this is pre-market. This is around 8:30. Boom, everything goes up, okay? And if you look at the data, right, the data itself was released at 7:30 a.m. So everything came in at 7:30 a.m. and things like, we had a huge spike up. But then market opens, everything was in the green. I was watching everything. Everything was in the green. Everything was wonderful. Dude, it just started to drop down. This went from 697 to 695. Went up to 696, and then everything started bleeding off very, very slowly. We had a massive bleed off here. We had a base of 690, really, like 689.18 was the lowest, but it was really a base of like 690, I would say. And then we started to recover back up. We chopped, and now we're going back down. So what happens? What's the whole point here, okay? The whole situation is SPY is gapped up to 697. We pushed a little bit over 697 at like 697.14, but we came back down all the way to 689, and we had a bearish reversal candle. We hit the top, we reversed all the way down, and people are selling off because of, the rate cut and because we got rejected. So two different factors that happened here, and we have more news coming out on Friday with CPI. So we need a catalyst, which is CPI this Friday, to kind of break through or either break down that 688 support or that 697 ceiling, okay? That 697.84 ceiling, which is the 688 in theory, is where we need to break that range. So how do we do in the market today? We fucking printed money. We made a lot of money today. My first trade was actually not good. I took Tesla, which Tesla was pushing up. Tesla pushed past its 428 resistance. And I'm like, okay, everything's good. Went up to 435, but it just did not hold, and it went down. It broke over 425 and the 428 resistance, but we had no trim. We had a total loss in Tesla, and it just went down so fast. But everything else did very well. I trimmed some NVIDIA runners that we had. We had a lot of good plays on SPY. We had the put all the way down. We grabbed this put all the way down on SPY. We rode this down from 694 to 689, and then we went back up to 693. And then market chopped a bit, and market is down right now. So When you look at the chart, we grabbed this whole thing we grabbed it. Went all the way back up, kind of exited around here, and this has been chopping down, and SPY is sitting at around 692.45. Big bull candle happening right now as we speak. So SPY is potentially going to recover, but we did make a good amount of money. We made a 142% gain today. We had a 40% loss yesterday and a 286% gain the day before. So we had three winners and two losers, but the winners were well managed, so the losers didn't really matter. The two SPY plays alone, the 107% and the 150% gain, carry the day very hard. Let's talk about the Mag 7 though. Let's talk about what's going on. Apple's pushing up. Apple's doing really good. Pushed up a little bit more, and it looks like it had a big red candle when it got up here, so it pushed up and then it stayed. Didn't really do too much. Apple, I think, will have higher highs next week. So Apple had a quiet day, but it was a slowly bullish quiet day. Largely avoided the software carnage because Apple is not a software company anymore. It's a hardware and services play. Apple opening up CarPlay to AI rival chatbots and everything like that is a notable headline. But at the end of the day, Apple is not a tech company anymore. They kind of offset that to Google. So it's consolidating around 271 to 278 zone, relatively outperforming the MAD 7 today. Did really good, but nothing too crazy. Microsoft ran down. It was pretty much caught in the crossfire of the sell-off. Microsoft got wrecked. Microsoft got pummeled, okay? And I am still expecting Microsoft to shoot up, but Microsoft got wrecked today. I'm not going to lie. Microsoft got really wrecked. It did the worst out of all the Mag 7. It is getting killed right now. It's still trading well below its 52-week high of 555. It can't seem to get over 420, and it's still searching for a floor at 400. And yeah, it's just not doing so good. Google is down. Google went down to 311, 312. Google was actually doing very good, but then boom, got hit with the sell-off. Now hovering around 310, 311, 312. Google, I think, will start to push back up. We just need the market to recover a little bit. Alphabet is raising $20 billion from a U.S. bond sale to fund its massive AI CapEx build-out, which is making investors a little bit nervous. The pullback, it's not terrible. I think cloud revenue and Google in general is very good. I think the dips will be bought up on Google and Microsoft, but it's just not. It's not finding buyers right now. Amazon is tracking down even lower. Okay, now let's look at Amazon here. Let's go to the Mag 7. Amazon is tracking down even lower. I think that this will still keep going down. It needs to find a floor. So Amazon is just trying to find a floor in the 200 to 204 range, down 12% from recent highs. I do think Amazon will still keep going down lower, maybe under 200, but we'll see. Meta, not doing a whole lot. Went down to 1 to 1.5%, depending on where you looked at in the day. Gave back yesterday's 2.4% bounce. Meta closed right under 688, okay? Let's go to Meta over here. Closed right under 688, and it's still in that zone. It's still hovering around 688. It's down 16% from the 800 position that I was at, 796, I should say. It bounced to 677 yesterday, only to fade back again. It can't sustain its momentum. I do think that it could be bullish, but it still needs to find a floor. Tesla, okay? Tesla, I think, is bullish, okay? I think Tesla is very bullish. Even after hours, it's moving up, but it just got hit with the sell-off today and didn't do that well. But I had a good analysis on Tesla. It just went down, okay? DeepSeek version 4 is reportedly coming this month, which could rattle the markets up. Tesla is very vulnerable to tech sell-off, and this whole thing is a tech sell-off, so wasn't very good. So last but not least, NVIDIA barely got affected. NVIDIA has not moved at all. Jensen Huang at the conference last week called the software sell-off the most illogical thing in the world. He was talking about this, like defending the AI CapEx spending, arguing that AI will enhance software, not replace it. And NVIDIA is looking really good. 188 to 192 today, holding its 185 level, head and shoulders pattern. I think NVIDIA is very bullish until Feb 25th, and then after Feb 25th, who knows what will happen, because we seem to run down after every single thing. So a lot of movement in the market. I think BABA will run up. I think SanDisk will run up. I think Micron Tech will start to run up back again to all-time highs. I don't really see a lot of things that I really like, so I'm still scalping my SPYs, grabbing the movement. Johnson & Johnson, I think, is going to run up even more. It needs to break its 240 zone. And one call that I was in, ASTS, just got completely shut down but it's starting to recover back up. Went to 86, back to 96. We talked about this before. That 96 level for ASTS seems to be the zone that it starts to find support at, and it starts to push back up. So ASTS just got a lot of money in, has $1 billion that have been pretty much put up there, and I think that this will start to climb up, but we don't have that much time on the calls that I have. We'll see what this does. The next couple weeks, I think it will rise up. But I think Irene will start to peak back up. Data centers will start to peak back up. And I think one of the biggest underrated plays is FCX. Running up to 65 today, constantly getting up there. I think FCX is going to be a big buy. Definitely put that on my watch list. Nothing too crazy, though. AMD looking good as well. AMD is going to track back up, probably back to 219. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. It did go to 219 today, got rejected. It was at 219 the other day as well, and it had a huge wick there, but it also got rejected. So I think AMD will start to track up. We just need a little bit more time. Market is all over the place today. Tesla bullish, FCX bullish, AMD bullish, Microsoft bullish, NVIDIA slightly bullish, Google bullish, a lot of good stuff. Just do your swings, guys. Be careful. If you ever want to trade with me, link is down below. Till next time, guys. Sumi out.